One of the most amusing comments I read on a recent video was, "You've been here 5 years and you can't find a girlfriend. You must be a total loser." YouTube viewers are so quick to assume and jump to conclusions. When have I ever said that I want a girlfriend anyway? I think the majority of foreigners who've had enough with Brenda back home move to the Philippines seeking fresh seasick for a serious relationship. But do you really want to come to a country that incorporates 7,000 islands and settle with one Filipina when you can be playing the field with 7,000 others?
Hello, good morning, good evening, and welcome to Big World Cinema. Without further ado, we'll continue with what you're here for. Having reached an age in my home country where Western women my own age were unattractive to me, and clearly invisible to younger Western ladies not interested in getting jiggy with an old git with receding hair, bad eyesight and dodgy teeth, I was lured to the Philippines by YouTubers promising how easy it is finding a hot young Filipina to get serious with. In fact, even in times of COVID, it was relatively easy, to be fair. And within a year of my being in Cebu, I was blissfully shacked up with a young Filipina in my condo. We lasted 5 months. She moved out, we broke up for 3 months, then reconnected for a casual relationship, living apart. I was only seeing her, had no desire in finding anyone else, but the fact that we weren't regarded as serious anymore didn't sit comfortably with her. Filipinas don't really like casual relationships. They want all or nothing, rather than doing things in half measures, going on their rice consumption. Stomachs are a big thing in the Philippines. Maybe I never wanted a serious relationship all along. I can't actually believe it happened, as just hearing the expressions serious relationship and long-term relationship send shudders through my spine. In fact, I was recently reading the diary entries I wrote during that period, where I'd written that I'd told her I didn't really want a serious relationship and still ended up with her. So who knows what to believe? My mind that has been scrambled over the past 4 years, or my daily diary jottings? Don't get me wrong, I'd had serious relationships in the past. In the past being the key phrase. From the ages of 18 to 33, I went from one girlfriend to the next, then a 10-year break before the next or final relationship when I was 44 and got together with a 29-year-old South African single mum in the UK. She was so seriously deranged she put me off serious dating ever again, until the Filipina 14 years later. Filipinas would rather have serious. Their mantra nowadays is date to marry, which amuses me when they're only 21. But they're in luck with many foreigners heading to the Philippines seeking a wife. Again, looking for the one. Again, even though marriage 1, 2 and 3 ended badly back home. All I predominantly hear now is of Filipinas wanting long-term commitment, but just the words serious relationship suck all the fun out of the experience. Plus, hearing the expressions, let's start our journey now. I'd like to grow old with you, and I want a forever relationship. Make me want to run for the hills. Well, at my age, walk anyway. The word forever isn't in my vocabulary. Nothing ever lasts forever. Although I'd wager that no Filipina has ever heard of Echo and the Bunnymen, let alone could sing Nothing Ever Lasts Forever from their songbook. Or let's plan our future. I don't want to be a killjoy, sweetheart, but it's ridiculous planning too far ahead. I'm in my 60s. I don't know how much time I've got left. I could be dead tomorrow. We have no future. Even if I do survive for another 20 years, few relationships last that long. Haven't they checked the statistics, done the math? Sure, I want companionship, but I'm a realist. The concept of forever seems alien to me. Most Filipinas want everlasting love. Oh, here we go. There's a song again. Obviously, my brain thinks in song titles and lyrics. In fact, when I left school and was working at an engineering company as an office clerk, I'd sit in our office singing songs all day. I don't need this pressure on. Happy as a sandboy. One of the engineers said I talked in riddles. He meant song lyrics. But anyway, I don't think many Filipinas are aligned with my way of thinking, or singing, or dating. Why the need to tie yourself down to one woman again, to spend the rest of your life with? I guess it's most women's dream to be in a lasting relationship. That's what they've been brought up believing anyway, like a fairy tale. As soon as puberty is reached, your handsome prince will appear on his silver stallion to sweep you off your feet, to be tied together in wedded bliss forever. Alas, poor stallion falls buckling under the weight of 10-ton Tess from Tagbilaran. Even after a woman's been in a few shite relationships, she still holds out for the Disney-esque fantasy world. Rarely do I spot someone special and imagine being with them full time. And even if I do, anything could happen. She might find someone else, which, as Filipinos keep telling me, a Filipina is just as likely to cheat on her partner, if not more so, than a Pinoy does. I'm very picky. No shit, you say. There's 4 billion females on this planet. Why would I want to settle with you? You never know who's lurking nearby. You're out in town with your petite Filipina missus, rated 5 out of 10, who's leading you around the shopping mall, and you notice a 5.6 out the corner of your eye, trying not to look her way in case your Filipina girlfriend notices and gives you a week's worth of grief. What I don't want is a Filipina girlfriend who posts her life all over social media. I want a humble, modest girl. But I guess that's a pretty impossible ask in this day and age when people regurgitate their lives all over social media. On dating apps, Filipinas ask, how's your search going? How do you explain that you're not really searching as such? That if it happens, it happens. They don't want to hear that. Why can't they be more realistic and flexible about dating? Let's meet for a date and see where it goes. Maybe we'll be together 60 minutes, 6 months or 6 years. But people putting pressure on themselves, looking for someone who's going to stay with them for eternity, is a ridiculous ask in my mind. I recently matched on Badoo with Stephanie, who's 27. She was an attractive lady, works remotely and well travelled, had been to Japan for her birthday in November, and more recently returned from South Korea this Christmas. So she wasn't going to cheap countries. On her profile it says looking for a relationship, and naturally asked me the "what you looking for here?" question. I tried discussing the unfortunate modern need to specify exactly what we want nowadays? And she replied, of course. We need to understand the intentions. It's very important that both of you are aligned. To which I failed to respond, as I felt she wouldn't possibly comprehend. At the same time, I matched with another girl on Bumble. She was an attractive lady in her early 30s, had a good job in Makati, and also a great rack. Was also looking for a serious date to marry kind of relationship. Nothing kind about that at all, in my opinion. Obviously, at her age, thinking about kids. We'd swapped Instagram accounts so I could see what she was up to, as she pretty much posted on a daily basis. In one message, she told me she'd recently had a laparotomy in November due to her acute appendix, but was recently able to start back in the gym again and was going regularly to lose the weight she'd put on. The chats were good. We chatted for a couple of days, but I stopped messaging her. I already felt committed and wasn't comfortable with the bigger picture, knowing she wanted more and I'd be wasting her time. Now look, if I was seriously seeking a serious date to marry kind of girl, looking to settle down and plant seeds in the garden with, I wouldn't be searching for her on the dating apps anyway. I'd be going the more traditional route, by word of mouth, going to the barangay hall and asking them to spread the word on the grapevine amongst the community that this ageing foreigner with terrible teeth, no hair, a bad attitude and overly sarcastic sense of humour is searching for an attractive, unmarried, no rice gut, not a single mother, around 30 with a doctorate in the Kama Sutra. Is there any chance of finding her, please, before he dies? No. But can you really handle the constant Filipina attention whilst in a serious relationship? Having chatted off and on throughout the day with a Filipina I'd recently connected with, she messaged me early evening asking, "What are you doing now?" Then, a couple of hours later, messaged again, "What are you doing now?" I mean, Jesus, how many times a day does she need to know I'm perving over photographs of her younger sister wearing a bikini while spanking the monkey? Come on, woman, that constant pinging on my phone is interrupting my stroke play here. Is it worth being with the same girl all the time? There's so many connections that you might be missing out on. But as I said, being perceived as promiscuous is not a good look here. So what are the benefits of being in a serious relationship with a Filipina? My good mate Victor always says that I only ever present one side of an argument in my videos. Look, I'm a glass half empty kind of guy, always looking on the shite side of life. But just to show Victor that I listen carefully to what he says, more than he does to me, I'm going to list the benefits of being in a serious relationship with a Filipina. Number 1. The other night, whilst watching an episode of The Blacklist on Netflix, the Annie Clark song, Our Darkness, came on. I couldn't believe my ears. I had that record on vinyl. I couldn't concentrate on what was going on screen. My mind drifted back to Germany, where I'd first heard it 40 years ago. Most dating apps nowadays cater for all of life's variables, as it were. Hence the constant need to answer, what are you looking for here? Tinder has always been known as the search for nookie app, but I still see Filipinas on Tinder looking for a lifetime bunk up. So times, they are a-changing. But I'm kind of out of touch with the non-binary trans cross-dressing combo hoedowns, thank goodness. The benefits of casual dating and not being in a serious relationship is that there are opportunities open to foreigners for free connections with Filipinas every night of the week without cash changing hands. I was going to say countless, but that would be exaggerating, as I feel those days are over for seniors now, unless you're paying for it, or Brad Pitt. So if you like what you're seeing here, hello, and want to stay connected with life in the Philippines, I think you need to subscribe and click the notification bell. Thank you. So I'd rather say some free opportunities being realistic and being tight with my money. I also find that when you're seeking something casual, there's lots of downtime, fallow periods where nothing happens, where the grass is not always greener. A lot of wasted time chasing tail that doesn't really want to be chased. One casual connection doesn't immediately connect to another casual connection, like a daisy chain. There's lots of broken links, potential leads that never actually lead anywhere. There's only so much time you can spend sitting on the Kazi swiping left on dodgy teeth and creative ways to hide the rice gut and hideous tattoos, getting one-word responses and asking girls if they've got a dick. So you end up spending a lot of time alone, time that I could have spent with a girlfriend in a serious relationship that I don't really want to be in. You're also swimming in a much, much smaller pond, although suddenly, when you're least expecting it, a Filipina will rise to the surface. This past week, I matched on Tinder with Maria. In fact, it was such a wondrous moment that I preserved it for eternity in my daily jottings. I've matched on Tinder with Maria, who lives in Taguig nearby. Her profile says, looking for short-term fun, and she writes, I'm not looking for serious, just here for fun. Message me if you're good in ... Now normally when Filipinas say they're just looking for fun, there's cash payment involved. Maria's 34. Her images are mainly shot in bikinis with an okay body, probably a 6 out of 10. But hey, we've matched and Maria has messaged me first with a heart. Maria, there's a song there, I respond. Sing for me. You're not far, responds Maria 30 minutes later. You're very handsome, adds Maria. I like your smile. Thanks. You'll like it more when I sing to you. I can sing you to sleep. I prefer something else, says Maria. We can do that first, I reply. Maria sends me her WhatsApp. Says, hi handsome, Mr. Big Cock? ? You'll see, I respond. Says she's waiting for grab food in her condo lobby. Come, let's eat. Okay, wait, I respond. Sure, says Maria, ? You want me to? I ask. Which tower are you in? Tower 2. Really? ? You're coming? So whilst these arrangements are being made, I've cleaned my teeth, put my contact lenses in. Tell Maria I'm getting a motorbike taxi over. Sorry, I'm quite shy and I don't know if I want to have sex with you. I prefer to get to know you first. Right, I respond. It's now 11:32 p.m. Yeah, but we can hang out, no forcing. So maybe not suggest I come over then, I say. Okay, just saying, I might don't like you. Sure, chat you later, I respond, taking the contact lenses out I've just put in, binning them and going to bed. In the morning, when I get up, Maria had sent a text just after midnight. Sorry, are you mad? She'd asked. I presume Maria means angry rather than insane, although I can't be sure. Not mad, just disappointed, I reply. But I understand we can hang out first. When Maria had suggested the previous night we could hang out, I didn't actually think she meant that night, as I never hear from Maria again. She obviously found another guy to hang out with instead. But most of the time explaining, I want a casual relationship to start with, to see if I like you, and if I do, it could develop into a serious relationship, but I doubt it will ever get that far, as most Filipinas don't understand me time. Preferably I'd like to see you on Monday and Wednesdays if I'm at a loose end, then most of the weekend would be nice, but I don't really want a serious relationship as such to a Filipina anyway, because, oh, you won't understand. You just won't get it. But hold the front page. Last week on Pina Love, a Filipina had written on her profile, "Not for serious, read why. I am here because I feel that is something missing with my life, but I'm not actually into something serious. I just want to find a person who is romantic and will respect me and my boundaries. I want to look for a person who can do romantic things with me, but I don't want to have a serious relationship with him." Hallelujah, I thought. Here's my kind of girl. We're on the same page, singing from the same hymn book. So I wrote to her. I know exactly what you mean about a serious but not serious relationship. I'd love to chat and know you more. And guess what? She didn't respond. Nowadays, I share the same sentiment of other foreigners only seeking companionship rather than commitment. But also, a lot of foreigners will say they want serious when they really only want casual, which a number of Filipinas have been suckered into and deceived, which gives the rest of us who are quite truthful about our intentions a bad rap. Just a quick reminder to please click the thumbs up button if you liked the video, or thumbs down button if you didn't. Obviously. Thank you. Looking for casual dates and searching for a serious relationship are two different scenarios altogether. When I go on dates now, I'm not seeking a serious relationship. I'm all about serial dating now, until I find Miss Perfect. Maybe I just haven't found the right girl who I want to ask, "What do you want to do?" or "Where do you want to go for lunch today, babe?" every day. Then last week I matched on Bumble with an absolute corker. She was slim, blonde, a yoga teacher with a decent rack, late 20s. She was a peach, the perfect 10. I couldn't believe she'd matched with me. She actually appeared like someone I wouldn't mind asking every day, "What do you want to do today, babe?" If you're familiar with the Bumble app, you'll know that women hold all the cards. They have the option of allowing the gentleman to message them first or not. And true to form, babe failed to send me a message, so I was unable to chat with her I could be in a serious relationship with Miss Perfect 10 now. Damn it. Happy searching, everyone.
I went down to the city with a suitcase in my hand, looking for a better deal. I'm trying to find myself a plan, roaming around the streets, filling up some useless time. And if I'd seen her then and there, I would have asked her to be mine. Ooh, something to talk about. Ooh, someone to dream about. I'm going home alone with only trouble on my mind. I've roamed the streets 1,000 times, but a girl is hard to find. I've learned my lesson oh so well. There's only one thing I have found. When nothing else remains to do, you should just stick to your own kind. Ooh, something to talk about. Ooh, someone to dream about. Ooh, something to talk about. Ooh, someone to dream about. Oh, waiting. Oh, waiting. Oh, waiting. Waiting.
You've been watching Uncle, the man from Big World Cinema. Please like, subscribe and share with your friends.